So, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So, in the meditation, the idea is that we give you a glimpse of your experience, right? Not what I'm saying, your experience. And that glimpse should be the following things. The first thing is that when you close your eyes and you go within yourself, there's only one of you. There's only one of you, one experiencer. True or not? Yeah? Okay. The second thing is that when this experiencer focuses itself on itself, like say the breath, it realizes that while the experiencer is still, the breath is moving. True? Yeah? You can't see the breath moving unless you are still. Like you can't see a car moving unless you're still. So there's this stillness. Then you realize that the breath that's moving has a rhythm and a purpose and an intelligence and an activity of its own. Of its own. You just need to watch it and it's doing it by itself. So the first three experiences. Ik, present moment, singular. Oankar, when you look at it, everything has a start, middle, end, infinitum. Everything. Starting with the breath. Sat, the awareness that's not changing, recognizes all that's around it, that's unfolding by itself. Everything that's around it is unfolding by itself. The grass grows by itself. And once you understand this simple wisdom, this is Nam, Sat, unchanging, Nam, existence. And it is present. Like you, a physical entity that is aware of itself and is also flowing. What you were yesterday, you are not today. You are flowing. Karta Purk. Karta Purk, awareness. And in that flowing, there is no future and there is no past. So because there is no past, you're present, there's no hate. There's no resentment. There's nothing to be concerned about. And because there is no future, there is no fear. Because with only future, the fear exists. Nirpo Nirvair. Then you begin to recognize that this present experience that you are having feels a bit timeless. Time doesn't exist there. A God, timeless, but eternal. It's always the same. Eternal. And this present moment, no one gives it birth. For this form to exist, someone has to create this. For it to exist in the following moment. When it didn't exist, it was compounds. And it had to be put together in order for it to exist in the future. Where does this moment come from? It's happening, isn't it? Where does it come from? And we realize it's eternal. No one gives it birth. And because it has no birth, it has no death. Only that which has birth has death. So this becomes a Kal, a Juni, and you create itself from itself, Saibang. It's a fractal. It's a fractal, meaning that it is a pattern that keeps repeating itself. And that's true for you. If you think fear, what's going to happen? It's like a fractal. It just grows. The more you nurture it, the bigger it grows. If you look at the past and you think, oh, how life used to be, oh, I could go to the supermarket without being harassed, all that kind of just regular stuff, then you'll get angry, get resentful. So we realize that this moment is eternal. It doesn't have anything that gives it birth. It is a fractal side-bound. But to know it, to genuinely know it, is what you would call grace. It's what you would call knowing the truth about you. And in knowing that truth about you, by knowing the immediate, you know the ultimate. Because they're the same thing. Yeah? Can't be the wave without knowing the ocean. Yeah? So this process is about bringing you in an experiential way, in what is the basis understanding from the tradition that I come from. The basic understanding of existence based on wisdom that comes from thousands and thousands of individuals who've tested it. Not just some blag that you find in a book. Tested it and saying, here, check it out. And it gives you three things. Just doing this gives you three things. Self-actualization. You begin to be what you are. Self-realization. You realize you're not the content of your beliefs. You're not your mind. You are awareness. And you always will be. You get wrapped up in your mental patterns. And you make that reality. And that reality is the basis of all your suffering. All of it. Those guys who are rioting, those guys who are trying to jab you, everyone, all of them are just in a reality of their mental creation. The sickness, mental health, is not anxiety. Anxiety is normal and natural. It's a system, a defense system, that you're being told something about yourself. What's a mental illness is what we saw over the weekend. Grown men beating each other up, breaking things, because someone lost a game. So ask ourselves, what's the definition of mental illness? Do they appear mentally healthy? That you can direct so much anger to hurt another living being? Because a game got lost? You lost a game? People do that for religion as well. Same disease. Belief systems are now about to go pop. It's only a matter of time. All of them. Even the ones you think you don't have. Yeah? All of them. And in that, humanity is going to discover its history, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. What you are, who we are, where we are, what's going on. And we realize once the whole paradigm becomes apparent, yeah, all those limitations begin to fall apart, which is what they're doing now. All the understanding of finance, all the understanding of property, all the understanding of law, the understanding of coercion, Nuremberg trials, of genocide, of terrorism, of all of those things on one side. But on the other side, the opportunity is that every step you take, existence gives you a new universe. Says, hey, what do you want to do here? Hey, what do you want to do here? And that's what I think is where we should be focusing as a collective, as individuals. What can I do here to make my life better and everyone else's in turn, and not add to the noise that's already there. Yeah. So the meditation has two components. One is gives you this self-actualization, self-realization. You begin to realize what you are and not what you are. You begin to come to the point of recognizing what you are by recognizing what you're not. So you realize you're not your thoughts, you realize you're not your emotions, you realize you're not your sensations, your body. And the more you cling to this and the more people threaten this, the more you react, right? So you exist, I exist beyond all the things that change. The body changes, the thoughts change, the emotions change, the breath change. All of these things change. That which does not change is your essence. That's where we end up. And by ending up there, self realization, and out of this comes sovereignty. Out of this comes what it means to be saying, now, this is my red light. And that's where we're approaching. We're either approaching the slow way, meditation, or existence is bringing you to your senses and saying, okay, game over, sort yourselves out. And we are in that moment. So think that every time you take a step, the universe presents you with an infinite number of opportunities. Say, all right, what do you want to do now? Yeah. And if we take that intention forward, then the future becomes one of hope, of new things, new ways of living, and getting away from things that trap us. Yeah. Okay, shall we begin? So we'll go through this experience and try and recognize it. Okay. So as usual, we straighten our back. And the approach is simple to know ourselves, right? Just to know what's going on. In order to know ourselves, we have to look at ourselves in different ways. So it's with the intention of knowing yourself, not getting better, not relaxing, nothing like that. Straighten your back so your shoulders are up and not hunched. You pull them back a little bit so your chest feels open. You sit with a little bit of confidence and knowing that you are supported. So bring your focus to what you're sitting on and notice how well you're supported. Yeah, in other words, you're embedded in this moment and you're going to take an opportunity to see what's going on with yourself. So on your next breath in, we deliberately become aware of our inner space. So your focus is inwards. And through this focus, you begin to sense your body first. So try and get a note of your posture. Notice how you feel within yourself, meaning, is there anything in your body at this moment that you find is dominant, like an ache, a pain, a tightness, an itch? Just take a note. Imagine there's a hula hoop above your head, and as it begins to come down, begin to scan your body purposefully. So we scan the face, and we're looking for sensations, genuinely looking for sensations, scanning our body downwards, all the way down to the chair that we're on, and then down to our thighs, and all the way down to our feet. Once you scan your body, once again, see if you can take a moment to see if there's anything dominant. Now bring your focus towards your thoughts. Is there anything you're thinking at this moment? Thoughts come and thoughts go. Mental events. Now bring your focus towards your chest. Ask yourself, how do you feel? Right this moment, how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel settled? Do you feel calm? Not what you're thinking, how you feel. Or are you agitated, irritated, unsettled? Your emotional tone, so to speak. If there was a mood that you could describe for yourself that you have right now, what would it be? Remember, moods change. So you can't be your mood. On your next breath out, begin to listen to the sounds around you. And we just allow our awareness to follow the sound of the bell as far as it can. Notice that as you listen, there's a whole range of noises taking place. So you're not focusing on any particular sound, allowing everything to exist as it is. And if you find that you started thinking, come back to listening. When you're ready, gently bring your focus just beneath your nose and begin to watch the breath. Allow your breath to breathe by itself. Notice that there's only you, singular, aware of the breath. Becoming aware of the movement of your breath. See if you can become aware of that singularity, that individuality of your awareness focused on the movement of your breath. And then bringing your focus to the four parts of the breath. Notice that there's an in-breath, a little gap, an out-breath, a little gap. Following your breath, see if you can notice these four parts of your breath. Stay with your breath. Notice how the breath breathes by itself. Doesn't need your intervention. Once again, just the observer, observing the movement of your breath. Since you are watching your breath, you can't be your breath. Anything that you observe can't be you. Notice that the in-breath has a start, a middle, and end. Out-breath has a start, a middle, and end. Notice that if you follow your out-breath all the way till the end, there's a point at which you're not breathing. Yet you exist. Stay with your breath, allowing each out-breath to move you deeper towards that 0 point. And as you follow your breath, recognizing that all that is still takes place by itself all around you. The breath breathes by itself. The heart beats by itself. Everything within your body functions by itself. So, as you take your breath out, expand your awareness to include your body. Notice the posture. Sensing the body, notice how the sensations vary. In every single moment, there's a part of the body that's created and a part that's replaced, all happening by itself. Karta Purg, you are aware of it. The creative, conscious flowing. You have awareness of your body and you have awareness of this moment. That is flowing. And in this moment, see if there's any fear. The absence of fear and the absence of hate. When you become present now, stay with your breath. Notice how you're breathing now. And bring your focus to the sound of your breath. Sharpening your awareness. Following the sound of your breath as it comes in, sound of your breath as it goes out. On your next breath out, once again open your awareness and begin to allow the sounds that are around you to be heard. Again, you're not looking for the sounds, not judging them, not commenting, simply listening. Listening. allowing your awareness to merge with the silence at the end. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose. Sitting with your breath. Notice the timeless nature of your moment right now. Notice how this moment becomes the following moment, a happening. Just as this breath becomes the next breath. Creating itself. And every moment offering you a new opportunity. Stay with your breath. Begin to notice the nature of your experience. That there's only one experiencer. Only you can know what you know. And that all around you, while you are still, everything around you is moving. Start, middle, end, start, middle, end. Has a rhythm of its own, an intelligence of its own, and a presence. Recognize that the experience you can have can only be had through this body, which is self creating, conscious, and flowing. Recognize the absence of fear, of hate in the present moment. How old do you feel when you look within? The timelessness of this moment. Focus on how this moment expresses itself as a feeling. How do you feel? On your next breath out, gently expand your awareness to include your body. So now you have some awareness of your body, some awareness of your breath. Notice if you feel grounded, held, supported, bringing your focus to where you're sitting. Notice that you can sense your thighs, your knees, all the way down to your ankles, and then even sense the soles of your feet. Notice that the back is straight and upright, shoulders are relaxed, as are the arms, hands, fingers. Your eyes are still closed, your mouth is closed, and your face is relaxed. Coming back to your breath. And now bringing the three things together: the body, the breath, and how you feel. Notice as the breath comes in, you can sense your body. As the breath goes out, you can sense your body. As the breath comes in, you feel calm at peace. As the breath goes out, you feel calm and peace. Notice that the feeling is not changing. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you feel calm. Breathing out, you feel calm. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw a few deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes and bringing some of that experience back with you. Enjoy the silence before the bell.